Honourable Member for Peterborough.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I applaud the government's confident and aggressive trade initiative. Trade barriers limit growth, productivity and prosperity while reducing overall employment. In 2007, shortly after Alberta and BC established the Trade, Investment and Labour Mobility Agreement, I proposed a more sweeping national plan titled Completing Confederation for the government's consideration. Picking up on this important and still outstanding initiative, a coalition of business groups has written the Ministry of Industry highlighting that barriers between Canada's provinces continue even as we celebrate the Canada-Europe Free Trade Agreement. Will the minister engage his provincial counterparts and seek to end these ill-conceived inter-provincial trade barriers?
The Honourable Minister of Industry.
Mr. Speaker, Conservatives, we are the party of free trade, of FTA, of NAFTA, the Canada-Europe Free Trade Agreement. It should not be easier for a business in Ontario to do business in New York State and Michigan than it is to do business in Quebec and Manitoba. We want to break down the internal barriers to trade in this country. And specifically to my colleague opposite, this Thursday I will be meeting with my provincial counterparts to discuss this issue. This matter has been talked about for too long. I want to see specific actions. I want to see the ball moving forward so we can break down internal barriers to trade and have more prosperity for Canadians all across this country.
Well, that concludes question period for today. I would like to draw to the attention of honourable members the presence in the gallery of the Honourable Don Scott, Associate Minister of Accountability, Transparency and Transformation for the province of Alberta. The Honourable Member for Skeena-Boakley Valley is rising on a point of order.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you'll remember that Speaker Milliken used to say that he worked harder in the last week of every session than he did in all of the weeks leading up to that last week. Tempers rise. We have a particular question coming out of question period in which you involved yourself over several questions, and I think this is an important point that we will seek clarification from you.
There was a very personal attack by an unelected, unaccountable senator against the member for Terrebonne-Blainville.